Hello you bunch of gits, War Angel here, and welcome back to Grimgor'z Waaagh for Mortal Empires. Now last episode we managed to conquer the tribe that occupied the nobler country up here to the north, and I decided at the end that before we actually head back to Black Crag, that we might as well take advantage of the Dragon Isles here and go up against the tyrant of Hagreaf himself, Malice Darkblade. So what I did before recording is just move Grimgor'z army into position for us to attack Dreadrock this turn. Now, you haven't missed anything. I believe the Court of Labaris was defeated a couple of turns ago, as well as one of the minor Skaven tribes, or clans I should say, can't remember which one. And in fact, you can see here that Sylvania was destroyed in the last end turn phase. So yeah, it's been busy, up in the north at least. I wonder how the Empire is actually doing. But we're not here for that. We're here to start a war against Hagreaf. So let's grab Grimgor, get ourselves out of ambush stance. I have to say I was quite lucky. We've got jungle terrain here, which as you can see is 80% success chance for ambushes. Now, I haven't seen Malice Darkblade anywhere, but might as well take the opportunity to declare war. Oh, hang on. Nagaron will maybe join in? Although I have to admit, look at that. The balance bar is about 50-50 between us against both Hagreaf and Nagaron. Consider we're not the most powerful faction in the game either. That's kind of cool. Something to bear in mind. But anyway, let's... Right, they did join in. Right, let's go in and attack Dreadrock. Oh. On the one hand, that's an easy auto-resolve, but I'm surprised it wasn't a much more to the right. I mean, okay, admittedly, they do have the Black Guard and things like that. I suppose really it is a, walled settlement, so we would have had to build siege equipment. But thanks to our suicidal goblins and the Doom Diver catapults, we don't have to worry. Let's just auto-resolve. There we go. Decisive victory, a few losses. How much money did we make from this? Okay, not too bad. Right. Although, yeah, 18,500 teeth if we sack it. Now bear in mind that we are doing the Gitsnik quest chain, and our current objective for that is to sack or raise 3 settlements. Now I can't remember, did I do 1 or 2? You know what? For 18,500, let's sack it, and either we're going to complete it, or we're just... Oh, we did complete it. Okay. It's an extra 1,500. Now, what comes next? Move any character to the following region, Akendorf. Okay, we'll be able to do that quite easily, in fact, and we'll go up to there in just a minute. Let's skip through any more. Any more? No, done. Okay, let's get Grimgor to go back and occupy Dreadrock this time. Right, what's the damage we've done? I knocked it down to a tier 2. And then what we're going to build here. Now bearing in mind that it is unpleasant climate, so we are going to have a bunch of debuffs for this. What I'm thinking is we're going to go ahead and build a boss hut. Just to get the obedience up to a more manageable level. And as we upgrade the province, we'll be able to upgrade that as well. Right. We'll come back before we end the turn in order to upgrade these guys. Let's next now go up to Gorfang. To be honest, there's nothing really much I want to get him now. I mean, did I actually unlock Boar Boys yet? Oh, I did. Right. Let's grab you 2 units of Boar Boys. And you know what? Let's grab some Trolls as well. What I'm thinking then is that we are about 1 turn away from getting our hands on Black Orcs with all the bonuses that you can see there. You know, +3 recruitment rank because of it being in the same province, cheaper recruitment, and it's going to be quicker to recruit. So once we get our hands on that, we'll swap out probably the nasty Skulkers in order to get some Black Orcs for Gorfang. Although we could do with an extra hero. Anyway, we'll come back to that. But Gorfang's going to rest up here. Now the next thing is up here near Varenka Hills. I sent up Little Boss to go and assassinate a dwarf hero to get some extra experience. So we can just get him to cross the border right here. And just like that. Perfect. So now what we've got left Sorry, I'm just reading the description. Oh, this is proper Grimgor here. With his mob following a safe distance behind him, Grimgor stomps towards Blackfire Pass, a murderous red gleam in his eye. Any boys reckless enough to come near hear him growling. I'm gonna stomp them to dust. I'm gonna grind their bones. I'm gonna pile them up in a big fire and roast them. I'm gonna bash heads, break faces, and jump up and down onto bits that are left. And then I'm gonna get really mean. That is true Grimgor. Now, what are we facing with this Empire? Oh Christ, I've got a steam tank and a Luminarch, as well as reinforcements. Right. Okay, what we're going to do with the quest chains, not just for Skarsnik, but also for the Bloodforged armor, is once we've taken the Dragon Isles, we are going to be marching, well, back up to the north towards Crookback Mountain, wasn't it? And Mount Silverspear. So, on the way up, because of our replenishment weights, we'll be able to do the quest battles on the way, and replenish fairly quickly and enter the next one, and then so on and so on. So we won't do them yet. Although, where am I going to send you now, little boss? I'm actually going to send you up to Karazakarak, because the Bloody Hand has been doing an extremely good job up here. And I'm curious to see, because I know they're at war with one another, how long it's going to take until they attack Karazakarak. Wow, they've actually got Clubber Spearchucker up here, and a hero, and a few units left in the Waaagh section. Right. If we're unlucky, I would like to personally attack Karazakarak myself in the future, but it might be that we'll have to just make do with attacking Wurrzag instead. But anyway, now we have 21,000 gold, or teeth I should say, to spend. What should I do with it? Already got Dreadrock upgraded. What about... In fact, no, let's go back to Black Crag, right? It's our main capital. We might as well start upgrading as much as possible. So we're gonna... Do I need to do this one? There's no rush. We're gonna get Black Orcs from the fort. So let's have a look. Let's upgrade... To be honest, I would rather upgrade the Troll Cave to a Hag Hut, just because I wanted to check out the River Trolls and the modded Stone Trolls for myself. Yeah, let's do that. And in fact, let's cancel the 2 Troll units there. We'll put the other ones then in with Gorfang. Right, don't want to do Shamans. No, we'll come back to you. Hang on. Nobler Country. Let's upgrade Shattered Cove, just because we are at war. It's going to take 4 turns, but it'd be better to have some defences at the settlement next to the coast. Dragon Isles done. Fortress. 2 more turns for that. Let's upgrade that to Darkhold. Why not? Okay, Great Hag's done. Okay. Southern World Edge Mountains. Now, as you can see, I've started to build the Goblin buildings and units buildings. So we got like the Wolf Den at the moment. We can get Gloomy Hallows to get the Spider Riders. That could be a thing. We'll get that. In fact, hang on. Let me use this. Yeah, the Squig Cages are as a tier 3 settlement building. And I do like the Squig Hoppers. Go for it. You can't get much Goblin and a bunch of Goblins riding Squigs, you know? So we'll grab that, certainly. Right, 1 turn away from the Black Orc Forge being built. To be honest, I kind of feel like saving money a bit. Oh no, actually, let's grab our hands on the sawmills. Perfect. Alright, next bit. Big thinking. Damn. I mean, I could spend 1,000 gold on these, but to be honest, there's not much thing. If we had 5,000 teeth, we could try and get one of these guys. Extra magic, hero success. I could be convinced. Yeah, I can be convinced. Let's not upgrade then. Darkhold for the moment. And I'm thinking, since we're upgrading goblins, we haven't had any goblin characters yet. Let's get Rachnik Spiderclaw as a recruitable lord. Not going to jump to do him yet, but might as well recruit him. Next, other true git. Let's upgrade you over here. Blade Shield. Better defense for you. Skulk, we're going to continue giving you Headbutts. And then let's hit enter. Christ, that took 10 minutes for me to do the intro and everything. Although, did you guys just see that? At least I know now where Malice is. Ooh, a stranger comes, eh? From the land of Albion. Huh. Do we take the 3,000 teeth and gain Chaos Corruption, or go for Safeguard? Now, to be honest, considering that we currently have an issue with Skaven, corruption in a couple of the regions and that, let's refuse this creature, this dark emissary, if I remember right, from the campaign that took place in Albion. God, that's going back a number of years. But White Dwarf, for anyone who wants to know, White Dwarf did a sort of campaign pack. It was called something like Shadows of the Mist or something like that, but it was basically a campaign that people could take part in, and it had a booklet that came with White Dwarf with the stats for the Dark Emissary and the Truthsayers, and it had a series of scenarios then you can do. So, you know, one of them was that your people had to land on Albion first of all against a defensive line on the beach, and it went on into basically the ultimate fight. It was really, really good. I remember using it as a basis to do several armies lists as a kid for armies taking part in either the defense of Albion and the Waystones on it, or the evil guys, basically. But anyway, let's start moving down, I think, with Grimgor'z. Now, how long is it going to take for us to get? We could go 2 turns either way, to be honest. I'll tell you what, let's try and be a bit sneaky. Let's get you to come here. Right, we want to try and see if we can set up an ambush. Oh crap. It's just halfway on the line. Oh good, I can. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But Grimgor'z can do that. You're still recruiting. The little boss is hanging around. We've got our 4,000 gold. Let's go back and we can now upgrade Darkhold. Quite happy to do that. And then sneak in or egg him on. Let's go sneak in. I think that'd be a good option. Oh, here comes Malice. Is he gonna fall for the ambush? He did! Oh, he didn't. We got spotted by the enemy before I could spring the ambush. Okay, what does he have? He's got 2 Sisters of Slaughter, Black Ark Corsairs, Doomfire Warlocks. I have to be honest, I've never actually used these guys, although they are pretty cool. I can't justify fighting this, because while they have Sisters of Slaughter, right, and these, we will be able to win this fairly easy, I would say. But it's also worth it, I think, just to watch, you know, Malice and Grimgor'z dueling one another. Yeah, let's do it. See you guys on the battlefield. Well guys, here we are, and as you can see, Grimgor'z is itching for fights, especially with his boys behind him. A slight detour there as we're going to adjust. But we're charging towards them, they're charging towards us. You hear the sound, maybe just then, of my Doom Divers flying across to charge into that unit there in the distance. And originally I did send Grimgor'z to go after Malice, but this unit of Doomfire Warlocks decides to charge in instead and get themselves involved. Now, unfortunately though, it's not going to be good for them, right? Especially when I bring back this. You can see down in the health bar already that their health just disappeared fighting Grimgor'z, and they're soon running off the battlefield. Now at this point then I find out where Malice is and I send Grimgor'z chasing after him. Skulk is moving into position using the Headbutt just to do a bit of damage here against the Corsairs. But you can see that the Black Ark is already doing damage across the board. Luckily here now we're about to use Here We Go just to boost up my units against the Sisters of Slaughter that are fighting over here, but it's not an easy fight for them. It's very one-sided, to say the least. Now as they're doing that though, we are trying to chase down Malice. Grimgor'z chasing after the guy, while the rest of his units are just going after the Dark Elves. They're already running away. A Brainburster there doing a lot of damage to the unit of Dark Shards. And at this point, the bounce bar is very much in our favour. We are going to win this easily.
We're already chasing down a lot of the survivors. We've got them fighting away now here. Me accidentally using a Gaze of Wark against Malice. I wanted Grimgor'z to fight him. So there's actually a point later on where I accidentally sent him a unit of orcs to go and fight him. Therefore, you know what? Grimgor'z can handle this. I believe it's just going to be any second now, in fact, that you can see we're accidentally firing at him with my arrow boys. And as Grimgor'z is trying to chase after him, where you have to take into account he is much faster on his Cold One Spite, he ends up pausing off right here. He is boosted up with the blood price. There we go. He tries charging in. Doesn't knock him down, and I've already sent this unit big guns to charge in, and I thought, no. We'll let Malice to fight Grimgor'z by himself, although didn't realise then he artillery support. But looking out on the battlefield itself, the Black Ark is still causing damage, but for this part now, we have won. We've managed to get this unit of Dark Riders to retreat thanks to our board chariots. Over here, this unit of Doomfire Warlocks managed to do quite a bit of damage to my boar boys, supported as they were by the artillery from the Black Ark. You can see the magical stain on the floor, surrounded by orc bodies as well as the Doomfire ones. Here's one to give you an example right there. But at this point now, we're just spending the time chasing the enemy down. The plan was to try and do a lot of damage to Malice without actually killing him. So while I've got Grimgor'z just chasing after him because it's Grimgor'z, he would do that. I'm mainly firing at him with my Doom Divers, just to do as much damage before we get off the battlefield, but not killing him. Because then if we had to chase him down, it would make a much easier fight. But at this point, we're just chasing down the survivors. It's pretty easy to say we're going to win this. Well, I say that, we've already won. The only thing is, though, if I go to this and I choose to quit the replay, it does say close defeat because it hasn't finished the replay yet. But with that now done, I think it's time for us to head back to the battlefield. So, a decisive victory, as expected. Although I tallied up the kills that Malice Darkblade's army did during the loading screen, and it seems nearly about 50 of them out of the 130 we lost was actually due to support from the Black Ark. Or at least that's the only thing I can figure out. But anyway, we've done a lot of damage. I deliberately didn't end up killing Malice because I figured it'd be better for us to go after him badly injured rather than have a new character replace him. So, let's have a quick look. Let's actually go for the cache. The reason being is that we are still in our territory for this ambush. So we can, well, wipe him out apparently easily. Anyway. But it means that because we're in our own territory, we just get the replenishment anyway. So, yeah. Let's get back to our turn. Right then. So we picked up our traits for defeating Malice. Malice in the Underworld. Do not shed a tear, for this darkest, most murderous of Drugi may now be with the Sivori, I want to say. I should have known that from playing with the Wood Elves. Anyway, deep within the Mirai, where he surely belongs. Of course, he will come back eventually, but the plus 30 armor-piercing weapon damage is going to be good for Grimgor'z, isn't it? Alright, we also managed to unlock the Rusty Arrows, the Swamp Things, Death Creepers, and the Warlord Boys. Is there anything else? No. Oh, well, War Banner. Pip Boss. Thank you. It's not everyone now. It is. Okay. Now you can see here as well that the Bloody Moon have actually started laying siege to Karasakarak. Now, the army they could have got to support has actually disappeared off towards Varenka Hills. So they've got this 19 stack here, which, I'm going to be honest, with the exception maybe the Arachnarok Spider, it's not exactly the best army to be using to siege down a capital. But compare that, and they've got all of these units. I think it's going to be a tough fight. I'd be interested to see what happens here. But anyway, Little Boss can stay where he is. Gorfang is going to be recruiting his Black Orcs. Now, what do they count as? Here. Oh wow, I get them in one turn? Oh, that is fantastic. Now, they do count as 2 specials. So, I don't know, I do want to have more than just the Immortals in Grimgor'z army. But we can definitely get you 2 units. And how long is it going to take until my Hag Hut is done. 2 more turns. Do I want to save a bit of money? Yeah, let's save a little bit of money by just disbanding these guys. There we go. Right, anything else we want to do here in Black Crag? Nah, I think we're okay for now. I mean, we could upgrade this, get our hands on boar chariots. I think that could be pretty on brand. Oh, why? I forgot to mention about this. Nagashazar, in a turn or two before the episode started, when I was moving Grimgor'z army, it got defeated by the rebellion that spawned. So, yeah, nothing new there. Although, Fortress of Wurrzag, can I not build your landmark building? I can. 1,800, that's not too bad. Tower of the Bloody Tooth. These bleak, distant ruins contain plentiful, somewhat tainted treasures and building materials. Just try to ignore the gnawed upon bones. Oh, cool. Alright, okay, the vampire corruption not ideal, but we can counter that easily enough, I would think. Yeah, let's go for that. And do I want to go for the boss check? Nah, we'll leave it for the minute. We got money to spend down here, don't we? But yeah, now we're pretty much back up to full strength. Let's actually upgrade Grimgor. And do I want to go for... Let's go for the Black Orc Wrecking Ball this time. This gives us bonuses to the Immortals. So you can have that. Skulk. Let's give you last point in Edbutts. And then the other Trinkets. Let's give you Blade Shield. Now, as a reminder, guys, if you want to have your own names for characters, units, or even settlements, feel free to check out the link pinned in the comment section and just answer the questions, and it will have them nice and displayed for when I can implement them. So, yeah, check it out if you're interested. Now, what we can do here, let's come off so we can actually click the army. Game? Game. Thank you. Right. Let's go down in and attack a Maliner. Once we've dealt with him, which is going to be a pretty easy fight, I like Grimgor'z and just like arms and eyes saying, yeah. Nearly 3,000 gold. Nice. 900s. Let's take the little bit of extra replenishments. Now, can we cut down? We can't quite make it down to Dragon Fang Mount. But we can move all the way down, basically, and go into Raiden stance, get even more money coming in. Alright, Raiden's camp. There we go. Alright, Dreadrock is fine. We've got 8,000 to spend, so I want to spend it. Can't upgrade that yet, that's going to be upgraded. Huh. Let's get our hands, I think, on a fighting pit. Just get me Night Goblins available then for our future Goblin army. Black Crag, let's upgrade you. Obedience isn't an issue right now. Let's get our hands on that. And we've got 7 more turns until we can upgrade Black Crag to a tier 5 and get our hands on the final landmark building too. Alright, we also got 72... whatchamacallit? Scrap. What can we upgrade in Grimgor'z army? We've done the Immortals, we've done all the big uns. What do the Arrow Boys have? We can get plus 25 armor. Reload time reduction 25%. Wizardly weapons for armor pierce. Is that for just in melee? Or is that actually for... like, just ranged weapons as well, because, and yeah, I mean, these guys do armor piercing missile damage. It just says weapon damage. To be honest, though, I think I'd rather upgrade the Boar Boys. So let's see, Boar Chariots, what can we give you? Blinkers for an extra 20 charge bonus, that would be pretty good. Or physical resistance. I'm actually going to go for the physical resistance. I think having the Boar Chariot stay alive longer is going to be much more important than just doing a bit of initial damage. Maybe that's just me. Alright, but little boss, you can hover around. Let's quickly upgrade Grimgor again. Right. Let's go another point and hard to hit something in. Yeah, we don't need to worry about vitamin shrooms right now. Alright, Gorfang. Now we're going to give you Iron Hard and Lightning Strike as well. Because we are going to be using him offensively once we recruit our trolls. So we'll come back to him eventually. You can have a point in Blade Shield again, my friend. And Skulk. Oh wait, what can I give you now? Fist of Gork or Foot of Gork? Do we want to boost up one unit's damage potential? Or do we want to just stomp around and let Gork have some fun? Yeah, who doesn't want to see Gork do a river dance? I know I do. Right, we'll leave it for this turn then. What's this? Where's my teeth? One of your most trusted bosses has come back from a raid empty-handed. So he says, but he's wearing a right nifty helmet. Oh, Christ, he talks like me. I don't have much of like a generic, I have a pretty generic English accent, but I do have certain ways of talking which are like London in effect. So I have to think sometimes if I say helmet, I would say, have you got your helmet? You know? It's weird. Anyway, it's all shiny. Where you get all that dosh to polish that helmet? So we could get extra teeth, -5 leadership for an extra 1,200 teeth, which to be honest is not that big a deal. Or more expensive recruitment, but extra leadership. To be honest, we're not exactly going to be fighting a lot. Let's demand the teeth. We are Grimgor'z, after all. If anyone is going to have the teeth, it's going to be us, isn't it? Now, Alyssa, you've picked a bad time to start leading an army. Yeah, a very bad time. Let's auto resolve the fights. Very easy. And 13... Come on, it's a lot of money. If I want to upgrade my settlements, I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? Alright, occupy it. There we go. Now, it has knocked it down to a tier 1 settlement, which is fine by me. But this must be the Sea Dragon's Teeth. This is the landmark building, and it counts as the port as well. So extra growth, extra obedience, and extra income. The sheen of great slabs of polished rock from the I don't know what the word is. I know what the word is, but I can't remember how to bloody say it. Do you get that sometimes? Facsimile of a dock. That will do. Where many treasure-seeking expeditions have landed in ages past. So eventually this will give us 800 teeth, plus 4 obedience. That's going to be more than capable of countering the penalty we've got for being an unpleasant climate. Take it. More than happy to do that. Right. Next up now. By the end of the episode, we are going to take the Shattered Stone Isle. Now, how long is it going to take for us to get there? About 4 turns? 3 turns after this one. Right. I think we're going to do some forced marching, I think. But unless we go by boat, will that go much quickly? Maybe. Depends if they'll let us attack the settlement once we land straight away. We'll come back to that. Anyway, let's start upgrading. Okay, Pig Barter. You might as well get upgraded since you're now tier 3. Okay, Fortress of Wurrzag. Let's get that up. Just to help counter the vampiric corruption that's going to be coming our way. Don't have to worry about really upgrading the defenses right now, although we might do it since we've got the cash. Yeah, in hindsight. Otherwise I'll probably forget and then all of a sudden we'll be attacked. And that'll just be a pain in the backside, won't it? Alright, you can have that, you can have that. Now, once we upgrade Karagazel to tier 5, then I'll quite happily swap the idols out for defense buildings. But for the moment, having that little bit of extra cash coming in from there is going to be quite useful. Alright, let's upgrade here now to a hovel. And in one more turn we can get our hands on our new shiny trolls. Might be a little tempting to actually get ourselves a river hag as well. Maybe just have 1 unit of trolls. I'll think about it. Alright, little boss. So far they're still raiding up here. Right. We'll still keep an eye on it just in case anything develops. Otherwise, I'm thinking I'm just going to skip forward a few turns until we're in a position to attack the final settlement of the Isles. Otherwise, we're just going to be showing me skipping through and making my way up to there. So, see you guys in a bit. Right then, guys. So it's been just 2 turns, and unfortunately we are starting to take a bit of attrition because of the storm in the province. But we have managed to sail around using full speed ahead to get in position here. Now what I'm thinking I'm going to do is actually go after the Black Ark first of all. Either chase it away, like we've done, or maybe just chase it down if we've got this time. I think we'll be able to pull it off. Well, I don't know. I mean, I would have rather just go after that, but we might as well get rid of it. The fact that it did a lot of odd damage when if we're fighting Malice, yeah, let's just get a little bit extra thing. We'll go and kill the cactus this time. And let's see now if we can actually go after Shattered Stone Isle. Damn it! I hate it when that happens. You can see, like, we're literally standing by the wall, and yet we can't click it. Oh, gonna have to do it next turn. Now, something I do want to point out is up here, you can see now that the Bloody Hands have managed to take Kavak. And now it's actually looking proper orky. When did that become a thing? I mean, it was in Warhammer 1, but I didn't realise they've changed it for Warhammer 2. Oh, that's really cool if they have. Huh. I'll bear that in mind. Oh, I noticed I recruited 2 giant river troll hags. Bekla Mudlurker. Both names, by the way, are available to be changed. These are the names that came with them. I recruited her because she is an intelligent troll hag, which, as you can see, provides a bonus to research rates as well as making buildings cheaper in the local province. So I figured I'll keep her as a campaign agent. And then, in fact, spreads public order. That'll be useful. And I recruited another one, the Stinky Swamp Creeper, over here for Gorfang, because her one was Torturer. So you can see increases her base weapon damage and reduces enemy leadership, as well as obedience in the area, only for enemy provinces. So we're fine having it in hours until we eventually attack. But now we're actually 1 turn away. What I'm going to be doing in the next episode, most likely now, is send Gorfang off to hunt down Wurrzag, while we finish off then down here and start making our way up. So depending on how that goes, I might skip forward a few turns until we're in a position to go after... Well, I suppose we'd be doing the quest battles, wouldn't we, anyway? So, yeah, I'll come back to that. Let's give you Unbreakable, I think. He is Grimgor'z after all, he doesn't run away from anyone or anything. The other true gets... Well, let's increase your leadership ability. I think that will be quite useful. And then Skulk, we're going to keep giving you the Fist of Gork. Right. Huh. Oh, Malice, Malice, Malice. You are well aware of the pointless nature of this, are you now? I think if you were, you would be coming to me with a lot more than just 300 teeth. Yeah, I'm just going to have to decline. Right then, guys. We managed to finish off sneaking. Excellent news. And now, we can finally put Hagreave's presence in the Dragon Isles to rest. We're going to attack. You can see Bansbar very much in my power. We're going to go ahead and do that. Now, this time around, I am just going to occupy it. We don't need worry too much about money again right now. And there we go. Hagreave has been destroyed. The Isles have been secured. And what have we got here? You know what? I'll keep that for the extra money. What we're probably building in Dragonfang Mount, I'm thinking, or even in here, because we're about to upgrade it in the next turn anyway. But what I'm thinking is that we'll build the idols so we can actually start getting growth much more quickly. Bear in mind it is unpleasant climate, which, oh, actually doesn't affect growth, it just affects everything else. Okay. Right. I think I will end it here. Now what we're going to do next time is, apart from spending my money, is I might skip forward a few turns, right? What we're going to start doing is basically... Oh no, actually, tell a lie. I'm not going to do that.
What I'm going to do instead is next episode will be fighting Grimgor'z quest battles for the Bloodforged armor and for Gitsnik. While we're doing that, then we'll be marching up towards Crookback Mountain, ready to take the last bit of the province here, which we already started with Mount Greyhag. What I'm thinking then, with him, is once we've taken these, instead of swinging around to go after Karak, I'm going to send him back... No. I might either send him up there, or I might send him down towards Karak 8 Peaks, because they recently confederated with another faction, so that will give us a bunch more territory if we are able to defeat their faction leader in combat. Now, while we're doing all that with Grimgor, with Gorfang, I'm going to hunt down Wurrzag and beat the crap out of him, basically. Now, we do have to be a bit careful. You can see right here that Belagar has arrived, but I want to track down Wurrzag, so if we can defeat him, imagine all the territory we're going to be taking from the Bloody Hands. I mean, they've taken all the way up towards Akendorf, they've taken all along here, and we don't actually know what territory is down here that belongs to them. But, yeah, that's going to be a lot of land that we'll be able to take. Plus, we'll complete one of our own personal combat objectives by having Wurrzag join us. So, yeah, definitely something we'll be doing with Gorfang. But all that's going to be starting in the next episode. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching today's one. I hope you all enjoyed, and that you do join me next time, where hopefully this little bug, where I just realized we've got 999 rare points available for Gorfang's army. Wow. Did not expect that. That is a bug. That should not have been there. We'll hopefully sort it out for next time. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, take care, and goodbye for now.